Hello. I've had a lot of questions from students about how to access dynamic quizzing as they're studying for their tests and finals. So using ATI dynamic quizzing is a great resource. And let me walk you through how to use it. So this is your ATI, or it should look something like this, your ATI home screen. You're going to click on the tab that says Assessments right here. In my screen, I've got dynamic quizzing right at the top. You may or may not, but just kind of scroll down, find dynamic quizzing, and then click on quizzes. Once you click on that, you're going to see there's fixed standard quizzes or dynamic. You want to click on the dynamic piece and then again, quizzes and assignments. Sometimes ATI takes a little bit to load. Okay, if once you've started taking a few quizzes, you might show something like this of previous quizzes you've taken. If you haven't, that's okay. What you're going to do is come up here and create a custom quiz. So you're going to click on New Custom Quiz. Now, if you want to get like a test and just kind of see how you do in a real test taking environment without knowing the answers, you might do like a test quiz mode. I'm going to encourage you guys to do the study mode. Um, I don't think you have tutor mode on yours. So go ahead and click study open book, and that actually gives you the rationales and answers as you're answering these. Then you're going to come down to, and it says question status. I'm going to keep all. If you just want to see new questions you haven't seen before, you could click on unseen or ones that you've gotten incorrect to try those again, but I'm going to keep it with all. Difficulty level is the next thing. I'm going to keep it on all difficulty level. If you're wanting to start with just some easy questions and then work your way up from moderate to hard, you could also do that as well. And then we have subjects, and there are so many subjects to choose from. Well, if you're studying for example, foundations test, and you don't need all of this information, let's go ahead and hit clear. We're going to clear all of those subjects, and let's go in and let's just choose fundamentals so we can just get the fundamentals content. If you do this another term, maybe in med surg, you could just choose your medical surgical specific info. So then you can go down here and you can see how many questions are available, 404, and you can choose, do I want a 10 question quiz? Do I want a 25 question quiz? But one thing to think about is that it gives you a quiz on all of foundations or fundamentals info. You can actually customize this to get the specific topics you want up here in this keyword search filter. So let's say elimination. That's a topic we've been talking about. So I'm going to type it into our search, elimination, and enter. Oh, that entered really fast. Let's go back because I want to show you what we did. Uh, Elimination, and then actually it already is like, hey, for all subjects, all of these, there are 10 questions specifically on elimination. If I only wanted to see the fundamentals, I could clear and just get these two fundamentals, but then since there's only 10 altogether, it might not be bad just to do all of these. And so usually I'm going to say do untimed and then start quiz. When you start the quiz, it'll give you information or give you the question and the answers. And so clearly, this one is about teaching of a parent with breastfed newborn bowel elimination. Maybe not so applicable for the foundations, right? So if you want to try and guess, it's not right. We could try again. It's not right. Man, I'm really probably should read. And then if you want to, you can have the explanation, but let's just move on to another question that might be more applicable. Again, this is pyelonephritis. Okay, so let's go back because this is med surg content that maybe you're not going to know. So we would probably just choose the med surg questions. Hopefully that made sense of how to choose those quizzes. You could always go back and search for another keyword like safety. Um, oh, I don't think I spelled that right. There we go. And then let's see specifically for fundamentals, there's 26 questions just on safety that I could go ahead and start an untimed quiz. Oh, I got to choose this type. And then I would get questions about safety. So you can really customize this type of test taking. I really encourage you to use this because ATI gives you very difficult questions, but they're structured very similarly to the NCLEX, which is what we model our test questions in the program after. Um, I really do appreciate that it does give you the explanation on here. And so if you get it wrong, I recommend looking at the explanation so that you can understand how to answer it better in the future. Or if you get it right, help to reinforce, like hopefully, like you were using some test taking strategies that would help to reinforce what you were doing. Hopefully that was helpful to you in finding dynamic quizzes. If you have questions, just go ahead and reach out to me. Uh, Hope you all have a good rest of your day.